improving lives. It's all about ICTFEST 2011 because you're waking up to your #1 breakfast morning show. It's Good Morning Antigua Barbuda. I'm El. And waking up with us this morning is Miss Agnes Francis. She is chairperson of marketing for ICTFEST 2011. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Antigua Barbuda.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure having you, Agnes. You have a big job. Chairperson of marketing, and with anything that you're hosting or putting on, marketing event is very important. So let's start off first of all by talking about the features of ICTFEST 2011.
Excellent. This year is our 7th year, and we plan to do some very different and unique things to engage the community, and particularly our business community, into ICTFEST. So some of the things this year that we will be having that we've had in the past are interactive seminars, interactive exhibitions, and also some competitions. There's a twist to some of those. So for instance, what we will be doing this year, instead of having all of our seminars on the days of the festival, we plan to have some pre-seminars, 7 weeks leading up to the actual event. And what we plan to do as well is to take some of this into the community by highlighting some business technology innovative solutions. So for instance, we know that several businesses in our community have excellent video conferencing solutions. We plan to do a series on that. We know that with the emergence of so many gadgets and smartphones, internet safety and security is becoming more critical. And so things of that nature will be highlighted. One of the key things, for instance, this year that I will be focusing on is technology and music. As we come out of the carnival season, everyone is particularly with all of the music that was produced, and particularly some of the music that was being displayed during some of our Tuesday and onward period. And so we want to actually see evolution of technology and music, and how we've moved away from vinyls and...
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You go in the studio these days and you're not even seeing a live instrument. Everything's done.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's incredible software out there, and also incredible hardware solutions, and we want to highlight some of these and the variances among them. But not only that, we also want to, in terms of capturing all sectors of the population, because this year's theme is about empowering the nation and improving lives. And we want to make sure that we're capturing the elderly, the youth. I mean, in early childhood, for example, that they're actually teaching us so much about technology now. My daughter, for instance, who's 4 years old, her preference in learning is going on my iPod and using applications for multiplication or addition. Not that she's so versed, but she's intrigued by it. And so we must monopolize on this opportunity to expose our youth. Further, our elderly, who are perhaps laggards when it comes to technology.
And I'm glad you mentioned elderly, because we live in a society sometimes where you hear elderly people say, you know what, I'm leaving all of this technology for the young, and I think we need to move away from that, and get them involved. When I say elderly, I don't mean someone 95, 97 years old, like an older person, maybe our moms or dads, they're like, I'm going to leave this technology for the young. Let me say that.
Well, actually, I would recommend to say, based on my observation, so it's just a quick market research, if you will, that the elderly are really making some headway in terms of being interested in technology. There are a few things that are driving this. So particularly, one is communication. Most elderly, particularly 60 and over, 60 to 75, they have a cell phone, right? Secondly, a lot of our community have people on the phone. They're very interested in video conferencing, Skype and so forth. And whether it's having a laptop at home and being able to speak to their loved ones, this is very intriguing to them, and it's a motivation for them to learn.
On the topic of that, something very funny. I was on Facebook one day in Cuba, and guess who pops up? My mom, a Facebook account, and I was, that was a very exciting thing.
You were skeptical, I heard well, you were up.
So there's definitely advancement in that era where you're finding older people really, wanting to get connected to technology. Like you said, for mainly communication reasons. You have family and friends living abroad.
Absolutely. So yes, the seminars are going to be a big highlight. Later on, Agnes will come and speak to us in more detail about that. The competitions are going to have different twists in that instead of simply assembling a computer, we're going to have generation of tables and so forth as a part of the overall competition. Because we want to take our community to the next level. We want to actually have the festival be a medium to stimulate additional interest in technology, be perhaps a meeting ground for innovative thoughts, and the emergence of perhaps new technology that will add competitive advantage to Antigua and there's a further advantage to being a developing country, and we are realizing that more and more. Having a conference, a festival of this nature is bringing like minds together and stimulating a lot of interest from varying perspectives.
You mentioned earlier the importance of engaging the business community in ICTFEST. Why is this so important?
Well, as we all know, innovation comes from multiple spheres, and certainly the Ministry of Information, Broadcasting, Telecommunications, Science and Technology has been the driving force behind this festival since its inception 7 years ago. However, in order for economic stimulation to occur, in order for us to spread the responsibility and accountability, in order for us to really create a true partnership, we must engage the business community. There are a lot of entrepreneurs out there who are doing amazing things in technology in Antigua. However, unless we have a common sphere or ground to have these discussions, we will be duplicating effort. We will not be allowing for opportunities to really be more competitive regionally and even internationally. There are opportunities, just like India had opportunities, to really bring contracts, outsourcing opportunities. We're an English-speaking nation, and there's a tremendous opportunity here to actually leverage and combine some of our competencies in technology so that we can go after some global contracts and really make Antigua the center not only of the Caribbean, but the center in terms of having a competence in technology.
I know you guys recently launched up your marketing campaign for ICTFEST due to Carnival and everything like that. Let me know now, how has the response been like so far? What do you foresee the response to be?
Well, one of the things that we did not want to do is to completely run. We kind of completely run. Okay, so we made a decision, a very conscious decision to launch or to have our marketing campaign initiated just a few days ago, actually. And so this week is really the litmus test to begin to penetrate new areas. Obviously, we're using the media. This year we're approaching things with a different strategy that we're taking some of the pre-festival events to the population. And also, we again want to engage the business community more by highlighting some of the things that some of these technology private sectors are doing as well. So more to come on that. We don't want to expose too much, but definitely developing things in that area as well.
From a marketing perspective, some of the challenges.
Some of the
that
challenges.
you foresee or face or that you're ready for.
Okay, certainly. We've collated a lot of data over the past 6 years, and one of the things that we have identified is that the responsiveness to the festival has been increasing in large numbers. However, the age group that we've been able to penetrate is among the teenage years, so primary school to secondary school, all through early 20s. Now, we're very focused on this year because of that challenge. We want to expand our penetration. And we want to have the ability to really interest, intrigue, and engage an area that, of course, actually age, socioeconomic perspective. And so what we will be doing, as I mentioned, is taking some pre-ICTFEST activities to the people so that on the actual day of the festival, there would have already been, exactly. Not only that, we are preparing for this increase in interest and attendance. And as Clement Samuel mentioned, we're looking at our location, Multicultural Purpose Center, and we're looking at adding a tent to with some different perspective on things, accommodate a large crowd. And so we're looking forward to really having some different strategies that will really be effective in engaging this year. And leading, the objective is after the festival that there will be outcomes. And there will be outcomes in terms of creating business opportunities. There will be outcomes in terms of maybe stimulation in thought of what's the next innovative thought for Antigua or for the region. And from a follower perspective, how can we modify maybe some commercial off-the-shelf solution to fit the needs of our area?
Well, 7:49 hard blocks before we leave final words.
Okay, final words. I want to leave this club. ICTFEST 2011, Empowering the Nation, Improving Lives. Our opening ceremony will be on October 11th, and then on 12th and 13th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Multicultural Purpose Center. We'll be there waiting to have an exceptional time here in
All right, well, Agnes, it's been a pleasure. I wish you and your marketing team all the success possible. And of course, I know that we here at ABS Television and Radio will be seeing a lot more of you as we lead up to